between intelligence and a willingness to try unfamiliar flavors.
I'm familiar with IPAs. That's how I know that I hate them.
Ruling them out entirely only makes your world smaller.
You don't even like IPAs.
Well, no, but that's not something a man can say out loud.
That's right. It's like ordering a pina colada.
This is why feminism benefits everyone.
You're telling me I'd love to order a pina colada.
Ugh, just keep climbing that mountain.
I'm gonna go get another one. Anyone else want something?
Maybe we should try to remain sober. This was intended to be a study session.
It's a geology midterm, not a philosophy final. I think I can talk rocks with 2 drinks in me.
Yeah, but we want to remember the material.
Oh, I remember better when I drank. It's a true curse.
Remember the cabaret cast party?
Everything from that house party?
With a heavy heart.
Go get your drink, you earned it.
Requests, anyone?
Mango Weekly. Flash me. Try again. Give me a flashcard.
Better.
What is the most hardness scale number of talc?
1?
Correct.
Will? How is metamorphic rock formed?
Pass.
List the Earth's layers in descending order.
Phone a friend.
Crust, mantle, outer core, inner core.
What they said.
I'm sure that strategy will work wonders on test day.
Yeah. What is the Yellowstone Caldera?
The Yellowstone Caldera is a supervolcano located beneath Yellowstone National Park.
That's not real.
Yes, it is. The back of the car does not lie.
Yellowstone Caldera, or the Yellowstone supervolcano, is a volcanic caldera and supervolcano in Yellowstone National Park in the western United States.
We watched a whole documentary on it in class.
Where was I?
Hungover.
I refuse to believe this is a real thing.
What's the real thing?
The Yellowstone Caldera.
What's that?
Do you two just enjoy throwing thousands of dollars at classes that you sleep through? Like, do you have fun doing that?
First of all, I don't throw money at anything. My dad does. And he's a dick. So, yeah, it is fun for me. And second of all, you, Juno, are a theater major, so you can't really talk about throwing away money on classes.
Touche.
So, what's the Yellowstone cauldron?
Caldera.
Bless you.
It's a supervolcano below Yellowstone.
That's not a real thing.
That's what I said.
It's real.
You can't trick me. My girlfriend just taught me what gaslighting is.
I'm guessing there was a reason for that little lesson.
What's gaslighting?
I gotta stop hanging out with straight people.
So, what's about this Sharknado thing?
Super volcano.
Same difference. You have to be taking it out of context.
Here.
The term supervolcano is used to describe volcanic fields that produce exceptionally large volcanic eruptions. The Yellowstone supervolcano is a volcanic field that produced the latest 3 super eruptions from the Yellowstone hotspot.
But it's dormant, right?
Nope, it's actually heating up.
Bullshit!
Geologists closely monitor the elevation of the Yellowstone Plateau, which has been rising as quickly as 6 inches per year as an indirect measurement of changes in magma chamber pressure.
Well, I'm glad I live on the East Coast.
Well, actually, if it blew, the volcanic ash would cover most of the United States. It would destroy a lot of our infrastructure and probably cause respiratory illnesses, killing millions of people in a matter of years. It would also dramatically decrease the temperature of the planet, which might sound cool in light of all the global warming stuff, but it would actually be very, very bad.
Then why aren't we talking about this, like, all the time? Like, how is the first question in every presidential debate not, how will you handle the Yellowstone supervolcano during your term in office?
Because there's no way of knowing if it'll blow in our lifetime. It could never erupt again. And regardless, there's literally nothing we can do about it. There was talk of trying to use water pumps to cool the magma, but then they realized that might actually trigger an eruption, not prevent one.
So we just ignore it.
Pretty much.
And why are you two so chill about this?
We've known about it for a while.
Yeah, I mean, we're from Wyoming, remember? Like, when we were kids, you didn't play the floor is lava. We played the Caldera blue. My partner and I use it to talk about stuff we don't want to do.
Like your sister's wedding.
Ugh, exactly. Like, whenever I'd be giving myself hives, trying on dresses, or Mima would be clicking her tongue at my tattoos, Jax would just look at me and be like, you know, maybe the super volcano will explode before then.
I feel like it puts things into perspective. Like I'll be having a full-blown meltdown trying on bikinis at Target, and then I'll remember I could die any moment, and my body issues don't seem so bad.
I hate fitting rooms.
I know, right? Why is the lighting so bad? It doesn't make sense. Wouldn't they sell more clothes if you didn't look like a Victorian ghost when you're trying to
Yeah, with cottage cheese thighs.
Exactly! A sickly phantom with chunky thighs.
We don't have anything like that.
Like the chubby ghost experience.
No, the perspective thing, like a go-to coping strategy.
Well, mine is Cosmos, you know, the Carl Sagan one.
Yeah.
When I was in middle school, I had this science teacher, Mr. Hannigan. He was going through a divorce, so he showed us a lot of movies. He showed us this one episode of Cosmos twice in a row that said that there are more galaxies in the universe than there are grains of sand on the planet.
I love facts like that. I love being reminded that I am just a teeny tiny collection of atoms in an unknowable universe.
My dad does that for me.
Daddy issues bubble up again.
Shut up, Jess. You deal with poor body image by hoping for a fiery death. We all have issues.
Well, you know what I used to do? Back when I learned about gravity and the whole round Earth thing, I used to lay in the grass and pretend that the planet behind me was my backpack and that I was carrying everyone I loved across the stars.
That's cute. That makes sense to me. Jess's death thing doesn't.
You're misinterpreting it. It's not that I want to die, it's that I could. It's the whole carpe diem thing. Live each day like it's your last.
But I find no comfort in that. If today was my last day alive, I'd have lived a pretty shitty life.
Well, don't say that.
It's true. What would I be leaving behind? 2 Avengers in-game posters and 1,000 Twitch subscribers?
You made it to 1K? Congratulations, man.
We're in our early 20s. None of us has built any kind of legacy yet.
So you'd be happy with your life if it ended tomorrow?
Well, no, but that's just because there's still so much I want to do.
Like what?
What's on my bucket list?
Well, yeah, why not? Clearly we're not studying anymore. And I'm feeling snoopy.
I've never written one down or anything, but it's a long list. I want to travel, Japan specifically. I want to own a home so I can build my library and paint it green. I want to foster a bunch of old dogs and have a big yard for them to run in. I want to be a mom. I think that it's literally my dream job to be a mother, which is weird because being pregnant is some kind of eldritch horror in my mind. But I definitely want kids.
I don't know if I do. I mean, Casey does, and I want to be with Casey, so I'll probably end up becoming a dad, but I don't know. Bringing kids into this is kind of scary, you know, the school shootings and climate change and super volcanoes. I don't know.
Well, what's on your list?
Marry Casey is the big one. Then it's drive a Formula 1 car, learn the mandolin, take an improv class.
An improv class?
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Nothing, it's just pretty achievable.
Well, so is going to Japan.
Well, no, because that requires money and time off of work and planning, and you could just go take an improv class like on Tuesdays in the student union.
Well, maybe I will.
Dude, you're not gonna take an improv class.
What? Why not?
You're not an activity guy. You asked to join one of my D&D campaigns last year, and you're still building your
So what's on your list that's so fabulous that you can mock everyone else's?
It's not important.
You started this whole thing.
No, You started the list thing.
Come on, Will. The Caldera is blowing tomorrow. What do you want to do?
I don't know.
You say you weren't happy with what you're leaving behind. Fine. What do you want to leave behind?
I don't know, okay? I don't have a goddamn list. I don't want to be a dad, or cure cancer, or see the pyramids. I just want to hang out. That's it. I just want to hang out the rest of my life. I don't want a job, or a family, or anything I have to keep alive that isn't me. I'd like to have a cool basement. There you go. That's one thing for the list. Have a cool basement. Life well spent.
I think that sounds like a good life.
No, you don't. I don't think it sounds like a good life, and it's my dream life.
Well, I do. I genuinely do. And I mean, it sounds like you're on the way to making it happen.
What about you, Juno?
What's on my bucket list, or am I happy with my life?
Both? Either?
Well, I mean, I don't have a list either, man. I just have vague prompts. Like, travel, art, love, sex, the good stuff. You know, and like, if my life ended tomorrow, I'd be super bummed, because I have a lot of living that I still need to do. But if you're asking how I would score myself on having lived a life, 10s across the board. Really? You think I deserve less?
Well, no. I just know you've had a rough go of it.
Well, I'm not saying my life gets a 10. I'm saying I get a 10 for how I've lived it. Like, I wanted love, and I went out and found it. Jax and I have something beautiful that no amount of hate has been able to squander, and I wanted to find myself, and I found myself. I am phenomenally myself, and I love every second of it. And my parents didn't like that, and that's fine. I left, and I found a new family, one that I chose, and that chose me right back. And I love who I am, who I love, and what I do. And the Yellowstone Caldera could blow tomorrow, and I wouldn't change a fucking thing.
I need another drink.
I'll join you. I'm gonna get a pina colada.
And just like that, prejudice died.
Dude, they're not gonna make you a pina colada here.
Then I'll get a mango wheat. Anything but an IPA.
Your bravery is an inspiration to us all.
All right, flash me a flashcard.
Define sedimentary.
It's when you sit at your desk all day.
Maybe you should be sick for the midterm.
Maybe the Caldera will blow before the midterm.
You can only hope.
Let me help you. Thank you. Usually I'm not the only one stuck doing it, volunteering. Oh, you know what, you could put the pamphlets in that basket?
Oh, one for fingers.
I got it.
Oh, I'm truly
No, it's
sorry.
It's no problem.
Oh,
Really. That was a riveting qualification, don't you think?
Qualification. Oh, you mean the speech?
Yeah, AKA the drunk-a-log, you know, how you ended up in the rooms. That's an inside term for 12-step programs. Why don't you sit down? How many days do you have?
Now, isn't that clever? Let's see. North of 60, we'll say 64 in honor of Paul McCartney. That's 64 times 365 is 21,900. Round to 22,000. I think that sounds worse than years, actually.
Wow. You just just added that up in your head?
Oh, I was a cash and carry waitress in college.
Oh, someone gives you cash and they carry you out. That was a flop, Becky. Honey, why don't you sit down? How many days without a drink?
Oh, I don't drink. Gives me terrible indigestion. The bubbly goes to my head and I can't keep track of whether I'm passing gas.
Well, that is a new one on me. So why you here? To meet the men?
Yes, ma'am.
I was kidding. Why would you want to meet a bunch of drunks?
My life begins after 50 coach says there are more single men in AA per capita than in seniorsmeet.com.
Well, what does per capita mean?
Oh, per capita is Latin for by head, means average per person.
Again, I am impressed, but I was being rhetorical.
Sometimes I can be too literal. Drove my late husband crazy. Can I speak confidentially?
Well, honey, that's what the anonymous stands for. What goes here, stays here.
My husband was the only man I ever slept with.
My husband was the only man I didn't sleep with.
You don't look like a drinker.
Well, Jews don't drink. We're too busy eating. And, you know, I had a head for medicine, so I took pills. Came a pill head. It saves calories.
Oh, that's another reason I don't drink. It's too fattening. I just lost 50 pounds.
Oh, you don't look it.
Oh, you think I need to lose more?
No, honey, it's just you don't look like a plus-size person, and your skin isn't sagging off.
Oh, aren't you sweet?
I'm not so sweet.
I'm sure you are.
I am not.
I
am not. Now, did you drink today?
No.
Then you are a winner, as we say in the rooms. I don't drink tomorrow, okay? Go to a meeting, raise your hand, and say you've got 2 days.
That sounds simple enough.
Yeah, well, it's a simple program for complicated people. What's your name?
Gloria Julianne Delray.
No, we don't get names.
Oh,
I'm Becky.
oh, I'm Catholic.
A non sequitur, but good to know.
Well, you said you were Jewish, and I'm Catholic.
So, what does that mean? We cancel each other out?
I'm trying to make conversation.
Oh, sorry.
Do you go to a gym?
Well, not if I can help it. It's bad enough to diet. Please don't make me have to move.
You're funny.
Yeah, well, I have to be. I'm the only one in my family that doesn't speak Yiddish. Never mind.
You seem sad, though.
Yeah. Well, it's time to go home to my rabbit.
Do you really have a rabbit?
Oh, yeah, do I ever. His name is Bugs. He's a rescue bunny that I am fostering, but likely stuck with because he's enormous and scares the bejesus out of everybody except me.
Bless your heart. I've never met an alcoholic with a rabbit.
So many comeback lines.
Maybe I used to drink too much when I was younger.
I know, honey.
Catholics and wine. My late husband used to tease me with that song about the farmer and the dog. Bingo was his name. Oh, but he would say, wino.
Oh, he sounds like a sweetheart of a guy. You must miss him.
Oh, I do. Could you tell me about your rabbit?
Tell me about the rabbits, True.
Oh, of mice and men.
Good girl.
Oh, it's said that good girls are bad girls who haven't been caught.
Yeah, well, you know, we like to hug here. I've got to go, but can I give you a hug?
A hug? I guess, sure.
Okay. If you were a guy, I would say, is that a pistol in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? Are you a guy?
No, ma'am. I do have a concealed weapon, though. I can assure you it's not loaded. Unfortunately, I cannot make the same claim. Becky, I drink round the clock.
Yeah, well, that I could smell from the front of the room, but the gun is a surprise.
What goes here stays here, right?
Well, I don't know about that if we're talking subpoenas. If you've done something that I shouldn't know about, I would rather not be an accomplice.
Oh, you mean an accessory if you're talking about having information and suppressing it.
Yeah, and whether or not you're going to shoot somebody.
Oh, I'm a lawyer.
Well, perhaps all the more reason.
Not all lawyers are to be mistrusted. I'm trying to help you relax about getting in trouble.
Oh, well, thanks, but the getting shot part is more critical.
Oh, it's empty. Look, I'll show you.
Oh, no, please, just put it on the ground. I'm 100% against guns. No offense.
Oh, me too. I never even saw one up close until I married Warren, who was an active NRA constituent and a judge. Said it was his constitutional duty to teach me how to shoot. Passed out 38 specials to women like some patron saint of protective services, even though his own wife was, I don't care for the term battered. Makes you sound ready for the fryer. We'll just say a black-eyed Susan, those women who go banging into furniture.
Right, I thought you were going to put the gun on the ground.
Oh, it's not, look, I'll show you, here we go. Oh, are you afraid of me?
Honey, I am afraid of you, of the gun, of the situation, of my varicose veins, and whether or not I'm going to get my bunny fed before he starts eating his own paws.
My Lord, he eats his own paws?
I was being metaphorical, but who knows? What a long, strange trip this.
I never tripped. When I was 5 months pregnant, Warren knocked me down the steps and told me to say I had tripped on a wastebasket I'd left on the landing, as though I lost that baby out of carelessness. Where is that fetus? I know I left it here somewhere. I went into mourning, started carrying my 38 wherever I went like a security blanket. Do you know what that made me think of? Happiness is a warm gun. Happiness is a warm gun when I hold you something, something. My Lord, I don't think I ever would have made it this far without the Beatles. Anyway, everyone knew who was really to blame, even his mistress. You know what I named her?
His mistress?
No, my gun.
Oh, I don't know, vengeance is mine.
I'd have thought I had you stumped. My Lord, Vim for short.
Okay, so can you put them in the center of
And
the
shake it on the
No,
bone.
no, please don't do that.
Oh,
Please.
Okay, all right, there you go. And she won't bite.
Good, then I won't have to get a tetanus shot or get shot,
No,
hopefully.
I was talking to my gun. Lately my hands have been shaking, so I took the bullet soap. Perish the thought of having to explain another accident. You know what I said after he got shot?
I
Oh, yes,
No,
yes.
I really don't want to.
No, I'd appreciate it.
Don't argue with the gun lady, Becky. Vengeance is mine.
Bingo.
Oh, now come on! Is this whole thing a joke? You're pulling my leg.
No, ma'am, you got it wrong. I said bingo.
Oh, the Lino song. Oh my God, did you shoot him by accident?
Oh, honey, I don't do anything by accident.
Oy.
But I didn't say I shot him. Sometimes justice is served by default.
Whatever that means.
Those who are despised should not dispense firearms.
Well, did you just come here from the... Are you here for an alibi?
Oh, no. Not an accomplice, nor an accessory, nor an alibi. Be so many A's. No, I saw the AA insignia on the front of the church there. Yeah, when I was coming to confession. And I felt compelled to take a detour. I want to stop drinking now that Warren's gone.
Well, you're in the right place, as we say in the rooms, and Unless that would be prison.
Oh, no one's going to prison. Everyone in the county hated him, and they all had guns. Many of them, courtesy of Warren, as I told you. We drew straws. He was a monster.
I know, honey. But did you win when you drew straws?
Oh, no, ma'am. I lost.
No, I mean, did you get
Becky, I'd advise you to let it go. Everything you heard concerns some kind of mishap, and folks playing with firearms. Even the sheriff said to let lion dogs sleep.
See what you think?
Tart.
No name calling.
I think I'll have a wheat beer with some sliced lemon,
Supreme nachos.
supreme nachos, and a bratwurst on a bun.
Coming right up.
Oh, and can we get a candle? Everybody else has a candle.
Whoopee.
Papa, does the pipe make me look thoughtful?
You're not allowed to smoke in here.
I think it evokes Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, I'm sure that's it.
Did you ever notice that glue sticks are the thing that they are, but they're also the thing that they do? It's like glue sticks. Glue sticks. I wonder if there's any other words like that.
Chicken strips. Chicken strips?
It's not the same thing. Yes?
Now, it's funny finding you here.
And you are?
When I left you, Chava, you were busy rifling through the long-lost papers of Edwin Southbridge, trying to piece together what happened.
Wow, I wasn't really getting anywhere. I thought if I popped in here and had a drink, it would just pick me right up.
And Addie, I left you at the pawn shop trying to decide whether or not to buy an air hammer.
Yes, what was that all about? I mean, you certainly weren't intending for me to use that as a weapon.
Well, I can't say, but the point is, you're both supposed to be engrossed in solving the mystery of the murder at the Jordan estate and not sitting around chugging beer.
Cider!
Ooh, speaking of which.
Oh, my dear. It's a well-known phenomenon that an author's characters often develop a certain independence from their creators.
They can almost seem to act on their own volition, sometimes even surprising the writer with what they're going to do next.
It's like you're just witnessing what your characters are doing and then writing it down. You've never heard of this?
Of course I have. When I was working on my last book, handsome rogue Roger Newell decided to run off with his mother-in-law, and that surprised me. But characters that just want to get wasted at a bar I thought I had been done with on page 8, frankly, it's disappointing.
Well, it's the only bar you've mentioned so far.
Maybe in the next chapter you could come up with a nice cocktail lounge.
Your words. The air in the Paradise Bar was kissed with a rose-scented magic. The music was divine. The drinks ambrosial.
Ambrosial.
I'm going to shut it down. I'm going to close it for good. I'd do it right this instant if I had my laptop.
Oh, don't you dare!
I mean, look at this place. It's your creation. You can't just destroy it.
Your characters couldn't come back to it.
You couldn't come back to it. That's the point.
Garçon, I believe you've taken my pipe. I'm exploring what a pipe does for my image. I don't get it.
Oh, my capital B's look like capital G's, so when the kitchen sees you ordering a bun...
So why don't you just use lowercase b's?
Duly noted.
I gotta say, you're the worst characters I've ever created. Just a pair of lame booze hounds else that no reader in their right mind is going to find interesting.
On page 74, you said I joined a knitting circle. That's kind of interesting.
Oh, my dear. No, it's not.
Well, one of us has committed a deadly crime. Now that's interesting, isn't it?
You don't know that. Maybe you'll try next.
Oh, pooh.
Oh, why can't you be like Jessie Klinger? She's got personality. She's always working to get to the bottom of things, not whooping it up at some juke joint. She will solve this case. And probably be played by Kate Blanchett in the movie version.
Blanchie?
She's just you.
No, she's not.
She looks like you. She talks like you. She writes mystery novels.
Well, naturally, she's into solving mysteries. Besides, she is not writing Murder at the Jord Estate. I am.
Well, what is little Jessie writing then?
Death at the Paradise Bar.
Oh, you're making that up.
What's this?
You asked for it?
My pipe for smoking.
You're not allowed to smoke in here.
Excuse me, my supreme nacho.
All right, I've had it. Okay, right this instant. Both back in the plot. Right this instant.
Remove the pipe.
No, I'm sorry, Jessie Klinger. I'm not interested in being in your plot any longer.
Don't call me that. She is a character that I wrote, and a good character. After Murder at the Lonely House, you would not believe the fan mail that I got. Everyone loved Jessie Klinger.
I doubt that.
You want to remove a pipe?
I wanted you to remove a pipe. This pipe?
But it's not connected to anything. Why would you need a wrench?
I'm sure I don't know. Can you just please find out what happened to my pipe?
See what I can do.
And bring me something to write with.
Here, take this.
Oh, that'll work just fine.
What do you think you're doing?
Let me see, I left off at chapter 7.
Oh, I don't like this.
Addie and Kava were luxuriating at the Paradise Bar without a care in the world.
Yeah, well.
The beauty of the place intoxicated them. Little did they suspect the shattering disaster that lay around the corner.
Yes.
My pipe? Any news? News!
Sorry. Here's the news. I don't think you're going to be here much longer.
Well, what can we do to stop her?
We did it! We did it!
Unless that's actually Super Sleuth Jessie Klinger.
No, it's not. It's the author.
Well, how strange for someone to be exactly who they say they are.
Jessie Klinger, I presume.
Ow. And no, I'm just your server.
Well then why the mustache?
It's No Shave November.
But now, Jessie Klinger will be on us like a rabid bloodhound.
Except you just killed the person that could write that plot.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
So there's nothing left to do but order more drinks.
You got it.
Paradise.
Oh. I never got my Sapporo nachos.
And you never will.
Oi. Oi. This boyfriend, a nutnik and a phony baloney. His smile gave me such a headache. Those flashing white teeth like strobe lighting.
Well, he schlepped all the way to the hospital to meet you.
A bus ride, big deal.
I bet it felt that way to him.
Yeah, they boil an egg and they think they've been slaving over a hot stove all day. And he's too handsome not to be gay.
I know, right?
And you have a face too pretty for such low self-esteem.
Oh, and whose fault is that? The limbo pole for every date gets lower and lower. How low can she go?
Speaking of which, whatever happened to the pole? Him, I liked.
Remy Martin bit him on the tushy. It was a warning.
A warning to stop him from sitting on her.
Meanwhile, if there's a dog in the room and someone passes gas, then the dog gets blamed.
What?
I was making a metaphor.
What you're making is no sense. And what? You can't say farting? It's to the point and funny.
It was advice that women shouldn't get involved with men who perch on pooches.
It wasn't
A stupid joke. I didn't get to finish.
Okay, it wasn't the joke.
All right, I'm not funny.
You know that's not what I meant.
All right, you know what, Ma? It didn't work out. As usual. But the second I let my guard down, the pole vaulted away with nary a word. As usual.
Men are cowards when it comes to matters of the heart. You have to present things to them like you're handling plutonium. You cry, they see an explosion.
Oh, I don't know how to walk on eggshells.
Why didn't they teach that to you in home ec? When you learn to stand straight and walk with a book on your head, it should be on eggshells and high heels.
I never learned to walk in those either.
Thank God you were tall. I left them out for you when you were a baby. All babies try them on, boys, girls. You know what you did?
Pounded nails into my head?
Close, but no cigar. You fetched them.
Well, makes sense. We had a dog.
And you brought them to him. It was because of you that he learned to fetch. It was the most out-of-the-box creative thing you ever did.
Still, I think.
Who writes your jokes? Me? Nobody likes a dying comic.
No, just one who kills.
Good.
Don't tell me not to quit my day job.
I wouldn't say such a thing.
Why? Because it's true?
Because it's a hack comeback line.
Well, I guess that's why I thought of it.
Stop already with the insults on my behalf. If I want to put you down, I'll do it in my own way. Now, let's talk about my death.
Let's.
In my safety deposit box.
Oh, Ma, I know. Hide everything from the government and whoever my boyfriend is.
All right, Missy Know-it-all. Let's cut to the chase. Let's talk about my coffin.
Let's.
Get the cheapest. Hemp if they have it. What you should spend money on is the liquor. Jews don't understand that a funeral is the last place people want to be when somebody dies. So tell the caterer I wanted a bar with all you should drink.
I know, Ma, you're leaving them laughing.
That would be my hope for you as well.
I thought your hope for me was to get married.
Maybe I was wrong.
Maybe I should call for a nurse, if I heard you correctly.
Marriage may not be such a good thing for certain people.
Who's certain people?
You. I was thinking you might feel trapped. I did.
I'm thinking you might feel crazy. I do.
I am saying that your father, Alvin Slavnik, may he rest in peace, didn't make me feel anything. There, I said it.
You said he was the love of your life.
Exaggerated a little, so you should remember him properly. Maybe I bent the truth here and there. What? I should tell you that Irma Finska was the love of my life.
Well, now you're a lesbian?
I was in love with a girl once, long time ago. That does not make me so defined. I was also in love with Abel Priest.
Now there's a name.
Can I help that he was named after his calling? Talk about trapped. I tried to warn him. You put on a collar, they got you on a leash. Here, Remy. You cannot make that stuff up, Irma.
You just called me Irma.
I wanted you to be named after my friend Irma. But your father said that was a Lulu of a name to be saddled with, and Irma agreed. So Lulu stuck.
Daddy knew her?
Of course. She was at the wedding. She's in the pictures. Long red hair, green gown.
Ma, the pictures are in black and white.
You think in black and white. Conjecture a little more than not at all.
Ma, are you really dying this time?
Who knows? But I need for you to take me seriously. And I need for you to take my kidding not seriously.
Meaning?
That a child of mine should understand a sense of humor like mine. I couldn't give you that. You always took everything so literally because of that ass-kicking...
You mean my Asperger syndrome, man.
I can say that your being such a sourpuss kicked my ass. I go from joke to joke in a frenzy. Your father laughed so hard he'd pee in his pants. Shirley, he'd say, "You're killing me." And then one day, he dropped dead. I have that effect on people. Abel, Irma, they dropped dead too. Maybe that's what kept you going.
What, that I don't collapse with laughter at everything you say? I was raised to be a straight man by a...
Say it! Finish the joke!
by a lesbian. Ma, I don't care if you're a lesbian.
I don't care if you're a straight man, woman.
Please don't die on me.
That would be uncomfortable for both of us. I prefer to die in bed. Not yet.
Ah, so this is it. Theater for one. Heard about it online. Cool idea.
That's not us. They have one actor, we have two. We had the idea first.
I was kind of surprised you only have one person at a time. I thought I had to pay more for the ticket.
We received a grant. We also have local underwriter, Grayson Office Products. Do you buy office products?
Like a big box of pens or something?
Have a seat. Do you never buy paper?
I do have a printer.
I'm pleased to know that. Please consider Grayson Office Products for all your office product needs. Here is your program. Please note the ad on the back.
Oh yeah, Grayson Office Supplies. There it is.
The performance is about to start.
To hell with you! To
hell with you!
What makes you think you can come into my restaurant and start yelling at me? Read this.
Your lawyer can file this into his bottom!
Hey, I know that a ream of paper from Grayson Office Products is very affordable. But you have no right to crumble that up.
I have rights that you've never dreamed of!
Maybe you can't read it. If you had eyes, you could read it, but instead, you have fish. Fish for eyes.
You have French fries for eyes. I hate you.
Wait, Margot, wait!
What do you think so far?
It's really good. It's so,
Immediate?
yes, it's immediate. It's very immediate.
Yes.
Oh, French fries for eyes. I never would have thought of that one.
No, I expect not.
Trouble, brewed like tea, and I did nothing to steep it.
Stop it.
Steep it.
The end was already here, but I mistook it for a plate of cold linguine.
One hand is a fish, two hands are a basket.
I pulled out the light from under my fingernails, but it was too dim.
You are such a bitch.
It's over between us, just as it always was.
I hate you so much. I love you.
I love you so much. I hate you.
You and your fish hands need to get out of my life. Wait, Margot, wait.
Makes you think, doesn't it?
Yes, it does make you think.
Who's right? Who's wrong?
Exactly.
The eternal struggle.
Yeah. You have a restroom here?
You must wait until intermission.
When's that?
It has just begun.
So I can go to the restroom now.
Had you read your program, you would see advice to use the restroom before the performance begins.
Sorry, I missed that.
I'm sorry. The intermission is now over.
If I could put a paperclip over your mouth, I would. I would put 783 paper clips over it.
Riot, and I'll staple your French fry eyes to your ears.
You have broken my pencil. My strong, straight pencil. And now I have nothing to write with.
Why don't you go to Grayson Office Supplies on Highway 15? They're open until 10.
Why don't you go to hell?
To join you there? No! Your farts would fill me with weariness.
Your farts are the stench of existence.
Fart!
Farty, fart, fart. Fart, 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 fart.
Wow, did you write this?
It was written by Sven Holstrom, my ex-lover. His name is on the program you have left unread.
Oh, there it is. Well, you tell old Sven he can really write a play.
Sven is no longer alive. The comedy is now finished. Please remain seated. We have time for feedback.
We'd like to answer any questions or comments our audience might have. Yes, you in the front.
Yes, was this set in some sort of, like, insane asylum?
It's a restaurant. I mean, what could be more obvious? He says, "Get out of my restaurant."
Oh, I thought he just imagined he was in a restaurant.
This one did not read his program.
Anybody else have any questions? Anybody?
Oh. So, since we're set in a restaurant that might serve drinks, it occurs to me that everybody's supposed to be drunk. Is that it?
No, that's not it.
It might just be one way of interpreting it.
No, it is not.
Do we have any other questions?
Nope. Well, then, the last thing we'd like for you to do is rate our play on a scale of 1 to 10. Our business underwriter likes to know these numbers.
It's a 9. A high 9. Yeah, it's a 10. It was very immediate.
Thank you for coming.
Please don't leave yet. We now have time for actor feedback.
Oh, yes.
You
What makes you think we give a shit about your opinion?
Because you're actors and you like feedback from audiences?
Oh, so we're the actors and you're the audience. Is that it?
I think I misunderstood this relationship.
We're here to give you pleasure. Is that it?
Oh, no, I think what he said was that we're supposed to get pleasure from him sitting on his ass and watching us.
That is what he said.
May I leave?
Yes. Don't go.
Tell all your friends to come and see our play.
Good house.
All right, places for top of the show.
Oh, thank you, places.